For decades, we've been told that declining health is simply part of aging, that fatigue is normal, that losing vitality is inevitable, that the best we can do is manage symptoms with an ever-growing list of medications. But what if I told you there's a single plant that addresses not just one or two health concerns, but potentially dozens of them simultaneously? A plant so powerful that it's been called the miracle tree, yet remains largely unknown in Western medicine. Today, I want to share something that might fundamentally change how you think about wellness in your mature years. This isn't about quick fixes or empty promises. This is about a plant that has sustained entire communities through drought and famine, that has been studied in hundreds of peer-reviewed research papers, and that offers a level of nutritional density that seems almost impossible to believe. The truth is, your body hasn't stopped working. It's just waiting for the right fuel. And what I'm about to reveal might be exactly what you've been searching for. Let me paint a picture you might recognize. You wake up feeling tired even after a full night's sleep. Your energy dips by mid-afternoon, making it hard to stay focused or engaged. Your joints ache in ways they never used to. Simple tasks that once felt effortless now require more effort. You look in the mirror and see inflammation in your face, puffiness you can't quite explain. Your digestion isn't what it used to be, and that spark, that sense of vitality and confidence you once had, feels like a distant memory. Your doctor runs tests. Everything comes back normal or close enough. You're told this is just aging. Maybe you get prescribed a medication for one symptom, then another for the side effects of that medication, and before you know it, you're managing a complex regimen that doesn't really make you feel vibrant, just slightly less uncomfortable. Here's what's actually happening. Your cells are under constant stress from inflammation, oxidative damage, and nutrient deficiencies. Your circulation isn't delivering oxygen and nutrients efficiently. Your body's natural detoxification systems are overwhelmed. Your hormonal balance has shifted. Your gut microbiome is depleted. And conventional medicine, for all its advances, tends to address these issues one at a time, with isolated interventions that don't consider the interconnected nature of your physiology. What you need isn't more medications. What you need is comprehensive cellular support. And that's exactly what this plant provides. Before I reveal what this plant is, you need to understand something fundamental about how nature works. Plants can't run from danger. They can't move to find food. They must survive where they're rooted, facing heat, drought, pests, and disease. To do this, they evolved to produce an extraordinary array of protective compounds, antioxidants to neutralize damage, anti-inflammatory agents to repair tissue, antimicrobial substances to fight infection, and nutrients in forms that are incredibly bioavailable. When you consume these plants, you're not just getting isolated vitamins or minerals, you're getting complete nutritional packages that work synergistically the way nature intended. Your body recognizes these compounds because we evolved alongside them for millions of years. They don't just mask symptoms, they address root causes at the cellular level. The plant I'm talking about is Moringa oleifera. You might have heard whispers about it, maybe seen it mentioned in passing, but unless you've lived in tropical regions of Africa or Asia, you probably don't understand its true power. For thousands of years, communities in these regions have relied on moringa not just as food, but as medicine. The leaves, the seeds, the bark, even the roots, each part offers distinct health benefits. Western science has finally caught up to this ancient wisdom. In the last 2 decades, hundreds of studies have been published examining moringa's effects on human health. And what researchers are finding is remarkable. Moringa leaves contain 7 times more vitamin C than oranges, 4 times more calcium than milk, 4 times more vitamin A than carrots, 3 times more potassium than bananas, and 25 times more iron than spinach. But it's not just about quantity. It's about the synergistic effect of these nutrients working together. Here's why this matters for your vitality in your mature years. Vitamin C is crucial for collagen production, immune function, and iron absorption. Calcium and vitamin K work together to maintain bone density and vascular health. Vitamin A supports your vision, skin health, and immune system. Potassium regulates blood pressure and fluid balance. Iron carries oxygen to every cell in your body, directly impacting your energy levels. But moringa goes far beyond basic nutrition. It contains 46 different antioxidants. These include quercetin, which has powerful anti-inflammatory effects and helps stabilize histamine release. Chlorogenic acid, which helps moderate blood sugar levels after meals. Beta-carotene, which protects your cells from oxidative stress. And zeatin, a cytokinin that has been shown to have anti-aging properties at the cellular level. The speed at which moringa begins to work is something many people don't expect. Because the nutrients are so bioavailable, meaning your body can actually use them efficiently, many people report noticeable changes within days. More sustained energy throughout the day, better mental clarity, improved digestion, a sense of overall well-being that's hard to describe but unmistakable when you feel it. One of moringa's most significant benefits for people in their mature years is its effect on inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation is now recognized as a primary driver of virtually every age-related disease. Cardiovascular disease, diabetes, arthritis, cognitive decline, even many cancers all have inflammation as a common thread. Moringa contains compounds called isothiocyanates that have been shown to suppress inflammatory enzymes and proteins in the body. Think about what reduced inflammation means for your daily life. Less joint pain and stiffness. Faster recovery from physical activity. Reduced puffiness and facial swelling. Better cardiovascular function. Clearer thinking because neuroinflammation affects cognitive performance. And yes, improved circulation throughout your body, which impacts everything from your skin health to your intimate wellness. Circulation deserves special attention here. As we age, our blood vessels can become less flexible. Plaque buildup reduces the diameter of arteries. The endothelium, that delicate inner lining of blood vessels, doesn't function as efficiently. This means less oxygen and nutrients reaching your tissues, and reduced ability to respond when your body needs increased blood flow. Moringa supports vascular health through multiple mechanisms. It helps protect the endothelium from oxidative damage. Its high potassium content supports healthy blood pressure. The isothiocyanates help relax blood vessel walls. And its ability to modulate blood sugar levels prevents the glycation damage that stiffens arterial walls over time. Better circulation means more than just cardiovascular health. It means your brain receives the oxygen it needs for sharp thinking. Your muscles get the nutrients they need to maintain strength and recover from exertion. Your skin remains more supple and vibrant, and your body can respond appropriately in moments of intimacy, because healthy circulation is fundamental to the physiological responses involved in connection and pleasure. Another remarkable property of moringa is its effect on blood sugar regulation. Even if you don't have diabetes, blood sugar fluctuations affect your energy, mood, and long-term health. The rapid spikes and crashes that come from poor blood sugar control contribute to inflammation, weight gain, fatigue, and increased risk of metabolic disease. Moringa contains compounds that help moderate how quickly glucose enters your bloodstream after meals. Studies have shown that consuming moringa with food can reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes by up to 30%. This means more stable energy throughout the day, reduced cravings, better mood stability, and protection against the long-term damage that blood sugar swings cause to your vessels and nerves. The plant also has profound effects on your gut health, and this matters more than you might realize. Your gut microbiome, that community of trillions of bacteria living in your intestines, regulates far more than just digestion. It produces neurotransmitters that affect your mood. It trains your immune system. It influences inflammation throughout your body. It even affects how efficiently you extract nutrients from food and how your body stores energy. Moringa acts as a prebiotic, feeding beneficial bacteria while its antimicrobial compounds help control harmful ones. It contains fiber that supports regular bowel movements and helps eliminate toxins. Its anti-inflammatory properties soothe the gut lining, which is crucial because a damaged gut lining allows partially digested food particles and bacterial compounds to enter your bloodstream, triggering systemic inflammation. Many people don't realize that digestive issues can directly impact their intimate wellness. Poor gut health affects hormone metabolism. It contributes to fatigue. It can cause bloating and discomfort that affects how you feel about your body. When your gut is functioning optimally, everything else improves. Your energy increases, your mood stabilizes, your confidence returns. Moringa also supports your body's natural detoxification systems. Every day, you're exposed to countless toxins from food, water, air, personal care products, and environmental pollution. Your liver is responsible for processing and eliminating these substances, but it needs specific nutrients to do this job effectively. Moringa provides many of the compounds your liver needs for optimal detoxification. It supports both Phase 1 and Phase 2 liver detoxification pathways. It helps protect liver cells from damage, and it has been shown to help reverse early-stage liver damage in research studies. A healthy liver means more than just efficient toxin elimination. Your liver is also responsible for hormone metabolism, including balancing estrogen and testosterone. It produces bile, which is essential for fat digestion and absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. It regulates blood sugar between meals. When your liver functions well, your entire system works more efficiently. The cognitive benefits of moringa are particularly relevant as we age. The same antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that protect your cardiovascular system also protect your brain. Neuroinflammation is now recognized as a major factor in age-related cognitive decline. The brain is highly susceptible to oxidative damage because of its high metabolic rate and fat content. People who consume moringa regularly often report improvements in mental clarity, focus, and memory. Some of this is likely due to improved circulation, delivering more oxygen to the brain. Some comes from reduced inflammation, and some may be related to moringa's effects on neurotransmitter function. Whatever the mechanisms, the subjective experience is clear. Sharper thinking, better word recall, improved ability to concentrate. Mental clarity affects every aspect of your life. It influences the quality of your conversations and relationships. It determines how effectively you can learn new things and solve problems. It impacts your confidence in social situations. And it certainly affects your ability to be present and engaged in intimate moments. Now, let me share how to actually use moringa effectively, because form and dosage matter significantly. Moringa is most commonly available as a powder made from dried leaves. This is the most nutrient-dense form and the one with the most research supporting it. You can also find moringa in capsules, which are convenient but typically more expensive per dose. The standard therapeutic dose is 1 to 2 teaspoons of powder daily, which is about 3 to 6 grams. Start with a smaller amount, perhaps half a teaspoon, and gradually increase over a week or two. This allows your digestive system to adjust and helps you find the dose that works best for your body. The powder has a slightly earthy, spinach-like taste that most people find mild and pleasant. You can mix it into smoothies, which is probably the easiest way to consume it. Blend it with fruits, leafy greens, and a healthy fat like avocado or coconut oil. The fat helps with absorption of the fat-soluble vitamins. You can also stir it into soups, sprinkle it over salads, or mix it into energy balls or protein bars. Timing matters too. Many people find that taking moringa in the morning provides sustained energy throughout the day. Others prefer splitting their dose, taking half in the morning and half in the afternoon. Experiment to see what works best for you. Some people notice that taking it too late in the day can interfere with sleep because of the energy boost, though others find no such effect. When you're selecting moringa powder, quality is crucial. Look for organic certification, which ensures the plants weren't exposed to pesticides or synthetic fertilizers. The powder should be a vibrant green color, not brown or yellowish, which indicates it was dried properly and hasn't oxidized. It should smell fresh and slightly green, not musty or off. And ideally, it should come from leaves harvested from mature trees, as these have higher nutrient concentrations. The effects of moringa build over time. Some people notice changes within days, particularly in energy and digestion. But the full spectrum of benefits, especially those related to inflammation reduction and cardiovascular health, develop over weeks and months of consistent use. This isn't a quick fix. It's a foundation for sustained wellness. Here's a protocol I've seen work remarkably well for people looking to maximize their vitality in their mature years. Start your day with a moringa smoothie. Blend 1 teaspoon of moringa powder with a handful of leafy greens, half an avocado, a cup of berries, a tablespoon of ground flaxseed, and your choice of liquid base. This provides comprehensive nutrition, healthy fats for hormone production, fiber for gut health, and antioxidants for cellular protection. Mid-morning, have a cup of green tea or matcha. The compounds in tea work synergistically with those in moringa, enhancing the overall antioxidant and metabolic effects. Around lunch, make sure you're getting adequate protein and more vegetables. Your body needs amino acids to repair and build tissue, and the variety of plant compounds from different vegetables provides a broader spectrum of beneficial nutrients. In the afternoon, if you're feeling an energy dip, reach for a small handful of nuts and perhaps a piece of dark chocolate instead of caffeine or sugar. The healthy fats support sustained energy, and dark chocolate provides additional flavonoids that complement moringa's effects on circulation. Before dinner, consider a light walk. Movement enhances nutrient delivery, supports circulation, and helps regulate blood sugar. With dinner, you might add another half teaspoon of moringa powder stirred into a soup or sprinkled over your meal. Evening is a good time to focus on foods that support sleep and recovery, like tryptophan-rich turkey or chickpeas, magnesium-rich pumpkin seeds, and complex carbohydrates that help you feel satisfied without spiking blood sugar. Let me share a few experiences that illustrate moringa's transformative potential. I met Thomas, a man of 67 who had struggled with declining energy for years. He described feeling like he was running on empty by 2 in the afternoon every day. He'd tried various supplements, changed his diet multiple times, and nothing seemed to make a lasting difference. He started taking moringa powder, 1 teaspoon each morning in a smoothie. Within the first week, he noticed he wasn't experiencing that afternoon crash. By the third week, his wife commented that he seemed more like his old self, more engaged, more present. After 2 months, Thomas told me something I've heard from many people. He felt a renewed confidence in his body. He started exercising again, something he'd abandoned because he never had the energy. And that physical confidence translated into improvements in his relationship and intimate connection with his wife. Patricia, 59 years old, had been dealing with joint pain that made even simple activities uncomfortable. She was taking anti-inflammatory medication daily, which helped somewhat but left her with digestive issues. She was skeptical about moringa, thinking it couldn't possibly address something as real and persistent as her pain. She committed to trying it for 6 weeks. For the first 2 weeks, nothing dramatic happened, though she did notice her digestion improving. By week 3, she realized one morning that she'd gotten out of bed without the usual stiffness. By week 6, her pain had reduced by about 70%, enough that she was able to reduce her medication significantly. But what surprised her most was the improvement in her skin. The chronic inflammation that had made her skin look puffy and dull had resolved, and multiple people commented on how healthy she looked. These stories illustrate something crucial. When you address health at the cellular level, providing comprehensive nutritional support and reducing systemic inflammation, the benefits ripple out in ways you might not expect. It's not just about fixing one symptom, it's about elevating your entire system's function. Now let's address why you may not have heard more about moringa from conventional medical sources. The reality is that most doctors receive minimal training in nutrition during medical school. They're trained primarily in pharmacology and disease management. Natural substances, even ones with extensive research supporting them, don't fit neatly into the pharmaceutical model. There's also an economic reality. Moringa can't be patented. It's a plant that grows freely in tropical regions. There's no financial incentive for pharmaceutical companies to fund large-scale clinical trials. The research that exists has been funded primarily by universities and government health agencies in countries where moringa is traditional food. This doesn't mean doctors are deliberately hiding information. Most simply aren't aware of the research because it's not emphasized in their training or continuing education. The medical system is structured around treating acute disease and managing chronic conditions with medications, not around optimizing wellness through nutrition. But the research is there for anyone willing to look. Studies showing moringa's effects on blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol levels, inflammation markers, oxidative stress, liver function, and more. Human trials, not just animal studies. Published in peer-reviewed journals. The evidence base is substantial. You deserve to know about this. You deserve to have access to tools that can genuinely improve your quality of life, not just manage symptoms. And you deserve to make informed choices about your health based on complete information, not just what fits into a 10-minute doctor's appointment. There's something I need to be clear about because your well-being matters more than anything. Moringa is extraordinarily safe for most people, with thousands of years of traditional use and modern research confirming minimal side effects. However, it is powerful, which means it can interact with certain medications. If you're taking medication for diabetes or blood pressure, moringa may enhance those medications' effects, potentially causing blood sugar or blood pressure to drop too low. This doesn't mean you can't use moringa, but it means you should work with your healthcare provider to monitor your levels and potentially adjust your medication dosages. If you're pregnant or nursing, wild moringa leaves are generally considered safe and are actually consumed as a nutritional food in many cultures, you should consult with a healthcare provider before starting supplementation. The bark and roots have different properties and should be avoided during pregnancy, but the leaf powder is typically fine. If you have any autoimmune conditions, start with a very small dose and monitor how you respond. Moringa modulates immune function, which is generally beneficial, but in some cases might theoretically affect autoimmune disease management. Most people with autoimmune conditions tolerate and benefit from moringa, but caution and awareness are wise. The beautiful thing about moringa is that it addresses multiple systems simultaneously. This is how nature works. Unlike pharmaceutical drugs that target single pathways with precision, plants provide broad-spectrum support. They work with your body's existing systems, enhancing rather than overriding them. When you reduce inflammation, your circulation improves. When your circulation improves, your brain functions better. When your brain functions better, your mood stabilizes. When your mood is stable, your stress levels decrease. When your stress decreases, your digestion improves. When your digestion improves, you absorb nutrients more efficiently. When you absorb nutrients better, your cellular energy production increases. And when your cells have abundant energy, you feel vital. This interconnection is why people who start taking moringa for one specific concern often find that other issues improve too. Someone taking it for energy might find their skin clears up. Someone taking it for blood sugar control might notice their joint pain diminishing. Someone taking it for general wellness might discover renewed confidence in their intimate life. Your intimate wellness deserves attention here, because it's often the most neglected aspect of health in mature years, yet one of the most important for overall quality of life. The ability to connect physically with a partner isn't just about reproduction. It's about intimacy, pleasure, bonding, stress relief, and feeling vital and alive in your body. The same factors that support cardiovascular health support intimate function. Healthy circulation, flexible blood vessels, balanced hormones, adequate energy, reduced inflammation, and psychological confidence. Moringa addresses every single one of these factors. It's not a quick fix for performance, but rather a comprehensive support system for the physiological processes that make intimate connection possible and pleasurable. Many people find that after several weeks of taking moringa consistently, they feel more confident in their bodies. They have more energy for connection. They experience improved physical responses. And critically, they feel more present and engaged, rather than distracted by discomfort, fatigue, or worry. If I had to distill everything we've explored into one essential truth, it would be this: your body is designed to thrive, not just survive. But thriving requires the right support. Moringa oleifera offers that support in a form that your body recognizes and can use efficiently. It's not about fighting your body or forcing it to perform. It's about providing what your cells need to function optimally. Age is not a disease. It's a stage of life that comes with different needs and different wisdom. The fatigue, the pain, the cognitive fog, the loss of vitality, these are not inevitable consequences of aging. They're signals that your body needs support. And moringa is one of the most comprehensive forms of support nature has created. Every day you choose what to put into your body is a day you're either supporting your vitality or allowing it to decline. This isn't about guilt or pressure, it's about empowerment. You have more control over how you age than you've been led to believe. The choices you make about nutrition, movement, stress management, sleep, and connection, these shape your experience of life in your mature years. Moringa isn't a magic solution that eliminates the need for other healthy habits, but it's a powerful foundation that makes everything else work better. It provides the nutritional support your cells need to repair, regenerate, and function optimally. It reduces the inflammation that accelerates aging. It supports the circulation that keeps every system in your body working efficiently. And it does all of this gently, working with your body rather than against it. I've shared this information with you because I believe deeply in your right to know about resources that can genuinely improve your well-being. The research exists. The traditional wisdom spans thousands of years. The modern scientific validation continues to grow. And the subjective experience of thousands of people who've incorporated moringa into their lives speaks to its transformative potential. Now, the choice is yours. You can continue as you have been, accepting decline as inevitable, managing symptoms as they arise, hoping for the best. Or you can take action, starting with something as simple as adding a teaspoon of green powder to your morning routine. Give it 6 weeks. Pay attention to what changes. Notice your energy, your clarity, your comfort in your body, your confidence. If what I've shared resonates with you, I encourage you to explore moringa for yourself. Start small, be consistent, and observe the changes. Your body will tell you what it needs, and I'd love to hear about your experience. The comment section is a space for sharing knowledge and supporting each other on this journey toward greater vitality. If you want to continue exploring ways to optimize your wellness in your mature years, subscribe to this channel. Each week, we dive deep into topics that empower you to take control of your health, to feel confident in your body, and to live with the vitality and presence that makes life truly rich. Remember this: the power to transform your health is not outside you, waiting to be discovered. It's already within you, waiting to be supported. Your best years are not behind you. They're being created by the choices you make today, tomorrow, and every day after. Thank you for your time and attention. Stay curious, stay committed to your well-being, and above all, stay vibrant.